Greetings, darling. Happy Valentine's Day. How are you? Welcome in, Putin. Welcome in, Vated. Hi, Slackum, and hello, Ward. You guys are not getting EP on our Valentine's Day date, are you? You're not getting EP on our Valentine's Day, are you? Shut up, Fated. I'm not muted and I know it. Happy Valentine's Day. How are you? Did you guys get the good chocolate? I slept just for this. I'm glad you slept. Get the good eeps. I'm glad you said get the good eeps. Listen, there was something in the wine you served to me. We haven't gotten to the wine yet. We haven't gotten to the wine yet. Except for me, I whine all the time. Oh my goodness, did my mic peak? Hold on. Wow, that was weird. I blame Salmon, I didn't sleep. Fated, you're always up to mischief. I don't know when you would have the time to sleep. But welcoming, good to see you. Happy for our Valentine date. Happy for our Valentine date. Yes, you may have noticed that the overlay is a little bit different today. Did you notice I did something different with my hair? Or maybe I did something different with my overlay. Did you notice? Oh, I have a special setup for today. I am in particularly very happy and very proud that I got the captioning system to work. It doesn't catch my accent entirely, but I think it does a pretty darn good job. That's a big TTSVN speech bubble. I'm so happy it turned out the way I wanted it to. Getting it to fit into 3 lines and not constantly change size was a bit of a pain in the butt, but now I had to code it to force to fit into the text box. It was an interesting battle. We did great battle. And I emerged victorious. But how are you guys? Did you guys get the good chocolate? I am personally waiting for tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the big celebration. Tomorrow is February 15th, and that means all of the Valentine chocolate gets to go on sale. And since I'm allergic to chocolate, I'm just gonna have to take some anti-allergen or an EpiPen or whatever, and I'm gonna stock up, and then I'm going to go ham. Let's say that. Let's put it that way. Does the rum count as the good chocolate? Rum-flavored chocolate exists. Did you know that is pretty good? Rum-flavored chocolate. I like the little alcoholic chocolates, except for the whiskey ones, but I'm not a particularly big fan of whiskey in general. Waiting for tomorrow for the exact same reason. But did you know that the festival is actually today? Did you know that Rita is like that the festival is actually today? We're going on Valentine's. I eat flan. What is flan? What is flan? Is that it sounds like it would be a wheat product. What's flan? Flan, you like it? What is it? What is it? It sounds like it would be a wheat or a grain product. A Mexican dessert. But, like, what is it? Hold on, let me Google a thing. What is flan? What is flan? Is a popular silky smooth baked custard dessert characterized by a rich ooh, I'm a slut for caramel. I love caramel. Baked custard? Ooh, okay, y'all got me. You got me there. Custard and caramel, you can't go wrong with custard and caramel. And then you put them together, oh man. It's a staple in Filipino dessert, oh man. Flan may refer to creme caramel, a custard dessert with clear caramel sauce, the most common meaning internationally. Oh, that sounds good. Is it like a traditional Valentine dessert, or is it just dessert? Like cake? Cake is just dessert. Is flan in particular for Valentine's Day, or how does that work? It's just dessert. Ooh, leche flan specifically. Leche means milk, so like, well, I guess milk and custard. That makes sense. Dessert. Ooh, I want some now. I wonder, do we have any flan places in Japan? Japan flan in Japan. The Japan flan. Japan flan known as purin. Oh. Oh, it's just called pudding in Japan, but Japanese pudding isn't all too great. Honestly, I'm gonna be completely real with you. I'm not a big fan of Japanese pudding. Like, I'll eat it if it's served to me, but like, out of everything on the menu, I think Japanese pudding isn't all that grand. Happy Singles Awareness Day, you blonde degenerate. Happy Singles Awareness to you, Heckle. But those singles, they're gonna be aware somewhere else, because today, we are going on a date together. We're going on the date together. No singles here. I was introduced to flan by manga antagonists, so surely they have some. By a manga antagonist. Care to elaborate on that story? Would you care to elaborate by manga antagonist and how you were introduced to flan? How you were introduced to flan? Okay, you have me there. Condensed milk, that's it. That's the goat right there. I could drink condensed milk out of a tin can. That's alright, you got me. You got me. That's it. That's how you get me, is with condensed milk. I could drink that stuff straight from the damn can. Did you know that my birthday is tomorrow as well as the festival? Did you know? I did not know. Fated, happy almost birthday. Happy almost fetus yeetus day. Oh, the captions are hilarious. I was introduced to flan by an American cartoon. Leche Flan is my goat. Eats it practically every time he's drawn. Happy almost birthday. That's right, everybody wish Fated an almost birthday. Almost birthday. Did you know that my birthday was yesterday? Wait, what? Why is everyone being born on Valentine's Day? Aren't you guys supposed to be born like 9 months from now? Isn't everybody's birthday supposed to be like 9 months from now? What the hell? Why is everyone getting birthed on Valentine's Day? What happened 9 months ago? Happy almost birthday to Vated and happy past birthday to Heckle. Mwah! That one's for Vated. And mwah! That one's for Heckle. Also, where is the gambling feature in this VN? We'll get there. Don't worry, we'll get there. You know, she never gambles. I can't get hooked on the what I deal, you know? I know, it's what I peddle. I can't get hooked on what I peddle. Right now? I'll get you at the end of stream. How's that, Brenty boy? I'll get you at the end of stream. I have everything set up to be like activated in a certain order at the moment, so I'll get you at the end of stream. I'll keep you up on the redeems. Tres leches flan cake is my favorite. Ooh. Okay, help me out here. Help me out here. When you say tres leches, is it like 3 different types of milk? Is it like goat milk, cow milk, and I don't know, can you like milk a pig? Like, when there's tres leches, it's like, is it 3 different types of milk? Like, why is there 3 milks? Or is it just like 3 servings of milk? Help me out here. More just paying taxes. Oh, imagine paying taxes. Popular Latin American dessert that combines a creamy caramel-topped custard and flan with a moist milk-soaked sponge cake. Ooh. So it basically is Japanese pudding. It basically is Japanese pudding. Condensed, evaporated in the old... Oh, okay. So there's 3 different types of milk, just not 3 different animal types of milk. It probably all comes from a cow. Well, condensed milk. You guys are selling me on this flan. Maybe I'll have to, like, try to hunt some down in my local grocery store later if they have it. If not, I'll go to, like, Harajuku. Harajuku always has, like, the cutest desserts ever. There is a place in Harajuku that serves ice cream with alcohol. Divine. Absolutely goated. Love that. So, like, it's a little hole in the wall. Well, it's not really a hole in the wall. It is kind of popular, but, like, you do have to go off of the main road and then up some really sketchy stairs in order to find it. So a lot of people don't just accidentally wander upon it. But if you know it's there, it's really good. Alcohol ice cream, where in Harajuku, there's this cute little place. They serve cremia ice cream. But they also... It looks like Hello Kitty's house. Like that's what the decor looks like. It's pink. It looks like the inside of Hello Kitty's house. There's pink everywhere. And then they serve you ice cream, but they don't serve you alcohol in like drink glasses. They serve you alcohol in like, how do I say, little tiny but fancy shot glasses that you're not supposed to take shots out of. They give you little tiny spoons in the glasses. So there's like this, like, I don't know, maybe 20 or so alcohols that you can choose from, and you choose 3. And they bring you out those 3, and then like you dip your little spoon into the alcohol, and then you pour the alcohol over the ice cream. That's what you're supposed to do with it anyway. So you're not drinking the alcohol. They bring it out to you in a cute little glass that's about the size of a shot glass with a spoon, and then you're supposed to like dip the spoon and then pour it all over the ice cream. Alcohol and ice cream, good god, what don't people put alcohol in? What don't people put ice cream in? I also found a place that serves ice cream with alcohol. My parents' place. Spicy food? I could see some crazy lunatic out there trying to put alcohol inside of a chicken. Alcohol bread? Ew, that just sounds bad. Angelico and vanilla ice cream is their go-to. Ooh. I don't know, like, again, I'm not a fan of whiskey in general, but, like, there have been, there is, like, this spiked almond... God, I'm talking about my Windex again. There's, like, this spiked almond-flavored alcohol. I don't remember what the name of it is. And even though I'm not a big fan of almonds in general, I do like it at the ice cream place. It goes really good with ice cream. It won't be when you're drunk. I don't like to be drunk. Just because I drink the Windex doesn't mean the Windex does it to me. The only alcohol bread I know is what's left after filtering methylene spirits through a loaf. I mean, isn't beer technically just liquid bread? I don't know. I don't drink beer. I don't know how beer is made. Isn't beer just basically alcoholic bread? That's a quote for the books. Beer is just alcoholic bread anyway. Now I kind of want to put some of that spiked almond stuff all over a tres leches. Or a flan. I kind of want to put some alcohol over a flan now, just to put everything over the peak. Combine everything we've talked about. Just drown some flan in some alcohol. Let's go. Balls to the wall. We're going full on. Last I checked, everyone drinks to get drunk. They hate the hangover. Oh, no, I don't get hangovers. That's not like my Russian superpower. And being drunk doesn't feel good. I drink stuff because it tastes good. That's literally it. I'm here for the actual taste. If it doesn't taste good, I'm not gonna drink it. I've heard beer is liquid bread so many times as a student. Why is that popular as a student? I mean, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. Alcohol bread is real. Alright, let's check. Okay. Alcohol bread. What was Google say? Alcohol bread generally refers to breads that are either made using alcoholic beverages like beer or rice wine, or inherently bread that contains trace amounts of alcohol produced during the fermentation process. Oh, like kvass? Would kvass, like alcoholic kvass, be it? Oh, hold on, how's kvass made? Would it be like a kvass? Fermented cereal-based low-alcoholic beverage. Yeah, it would be... Well, no, I guess that it's a beverage. It's not bread. So I guess that doesn't count. You clearly haven't... Heckle, darling. I don't think you understand who you're talking to, and I don't think you understand who you're accusing. Because alcohol is expensive and skipping a meal before drinking increases efficiency. We're all about the efficiency here. Well, it's expensive here. True, like, isn't just everything... Isn't existing expensive down in Australia? Especially right now? I hear just existing down there is getting pretty expensive. But you know what else is expensive? You know what else is expensive or could have been expensive? Or could have been cheap if you were smart with your money? A Valentine's Day gift. A Valentine's Day gift. spice taxes. Everything is getting expensive for everybody. I don't think I haven't heard a single person say something is getting cheaper. Ow! The Valentine brick. The Valentine brick. I should have seen that one coming. Ow! Happy Valentines. Happy Brickentines. That's my gift. But you got me one, right? It's Valentine's Day and I told you we're going on a date. You got me a gift, right? Thank you. Thank you. Ow! I need more headpats after that. Thank you, Boopy. Thank you, Putin. Flamstreamhuen. Flamstreamhuen. No way. That's awesome. You got me a Valentine gift today, right? Right? I don't know. Is flan something that I can make? Is flan something simple enough that I can make? How does one make flan? Can I make flan in a rice cooker? Can I make flan in a rice cooker? Hold on, let me Google a thing. Can I make flan in a rice cooker? Yes, you can absolutely make flan or leche flan in a rice cooker by steaming it. And I already found a couple of recipes for making flan in a rice cooker. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, the poll's getting close. Why do you refuse to use any other cooking equipment? Because I don't have any other cooking equipment, Slackum, my darling. I don't have a stovetop that works, and tiny Japanese apartments simply do not have ovens. Microwaves are good for only certain things, and my toaster oven shuts off after 5 minutes. It's the only cooking implement I have. Yeah. Wow, yeah, wow indeed, darling. Wow indeed. But wow, this poll is very, very close. Did you get me a gift? Did you get me a gift or no? 5 minutes? But yeah, the toaster oven, it has like this heat sensor on it. And then after it gets too hot, after it senses that it gets too hot, it just turns off automatically. So I can't cook anything in the toaster oven longer than like 5 minutes. Things might be more expensive here, but my bachelor pad was better equipped. Dude, tiny Japanese apartments are little paper houses. That's it. With plumbing occasionally. Side note, I'm officially a guy in his late 20s now. Congratulations, Heckle, you're amongst your people, dude. How young do you think people are here? Certainly not 22. Where's the third option? You gotta pick one. Either of course you did or Did you get me a gift for Valentine's Day or nah? Youngster. Ugh. Children. The toddlers. The toddlers. Aww. No gift. No gift. You're cruel. You're cruel. Luckily, I got myself a gift. And they're plastic, because I hate plants. I dare not bring greenery into my own household, but I got myself some nice roses. Plastic ones. And the cool thing about them not being real plants is that they will actually last for a very long time, and I don't have to water or remember their existence. But I got myself a gift because I'm special, and I'll treat myself to Valentine's Day even if you don't. My gift is the knowledge of flan. Okay. I'll give you that one. That one was pretty good. Flan was pretty good. Wait, hold up. You're wearing shorts? Let's put it this way. Slackum, darling. The purple side doesn't like hips. So I covered them up. The purple side doesn't like when women expose their slutty hips. So I covered them up. I am dressing publicly appropriate. I am putting on my best clothes for the occasion for our Valentine's Day today. Yes. The BL boxers, yes. I felt old since I turned 30. I haven't felt young since. We're all old souls at heart. We're all old souls at heart. But yes, I am dressed in my finest BL boxers for our Valentine's Day today. I assume this is based on a pair you own. I made them. I made them myself, thank you. But yeah, this is purple site precautions. Let's call it that way. It's purple site precautions. My guy, what are you doing? My guy, what are you doing? Well, if you didn't get me a gift and I had to get myself these roses, ooh. If I had to get myself these roses, then surely, at the very least, you had a place picked out for our date. Certainly, you must have picked out the place for our date tonight. Where are we going? Where are we going tonight? Certainly, at the very least, you must have something planned. Are we going to an amusement park? Are we going to an aquarium? Or are we going to a beach? Family Mart, we can stop by Family Mart on the way there. Family Mart. Family Mart. Damn it. I saw that video literally once. It's stuck in my head. Family Mart. Are we going to an amusement park? Are we going to an aquarium? Are we going to a beach? Hecklejack has deleted himself from chat. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Oh, it looks like aquarium is a very popular choice. Aquarium is a very popular choice. No one else wants to contest. Everybody wants to go look at the fishies. Absolutely everybody wants to go look at the fishies. Alright. I guess we're going to the aquarium then. Well, that's just, of course, a little preview. But of course, we have to get there first. Unanimous fish time. Unanimous fish time. Everybody wants to fish. It's time for fish. But we have to get there first. Right? And I refuse to take a car because I hate cars. Taxis are cool sometimes. Fish. It's time for fish. Because we're gonna walk there. Of course we're gonna walk there. It's like, as much as I love to take the train, sometimes you just gotta get out and stretch your legs. Wow. Wow, that's insane, Fated. Happy birthday. That is absolutely insane, Fated. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, yikes. Sucks in air through teeth. Yay! You have 1080 respect. Oh, the Gamba's coming back out again. The Gamba is being revived. But you know what else you need the Gamba on? Is how safely we walk. We can't get anywhere until you defeat the Wordle puzzle. By the way, you can give your respect points to other chatters, and you can also fight other chatters for them. I'll hold back. I already went overboard on Oyas. Dude, I don't even know how much I have in Oyas. Probably, do people... Ah, man. Blast, good luck. You gotta beat the Wordle before we get to the aquarium. Alright, duel it out, guys. Duel it out, fellas. Damn. Nice. Rank 6 on the leaderboard. For 0 points. Oh, that's right. They did redo a lot of the emotes ever since that command went up, didn't it? I think I'm in the millions for Oya and 8. I need to check how many I have in hers. Because I have like 200 something in snack taxes. Like 260 something in snack taxes. Rank 10. I am half tempted to just reset everybody's points because everybody just forgot about them for a while. Apart? Good guess. I sent a bunch to Pastel and gambled the way up. Nice, nice. Yay! Congratulations, you have 60 respect. You know what? We can't get to the aquarium before we beat the Wordle. You gotta beat the Wordle. Guess we're not gonna get a chance to look at the pretty fishies. A slant. Ooh, that's a good guess. That's a good guess. By the way, the list has been changed, so most of the words are completely new today. I did go in and edit the word list for today. Hold on. Well, I can change the Gamba points. I can change the respect points at any time. Just, I absolutely fudged it when I was experimenting with stuff. I absolutely fudged it. I gave myself like a shit ton of points so that I could give points to people. So that way I could give respect to people. I can also take respect away. I can give respect and I can also take it away. Rimu, darling, welcome in. Happy Valentine's Day to you. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. I can give respect, I can show respect, but I can also take it away. I think some of the bots are in like second and third places because they're technically tuned in for everything. Why is this harder than actual Wordle? You can literally put any letter into any position. It doesn't even care if it's a real word. It doesn't even care if it's a real word. Rita, may I receive some of your mercy and have my points back? Only because it's your birthday. You don't care if it's a real word either. You're right. You're absolutely right. But the new list is completely real words, I promise. I'm doing wonderful. Never been better, TBH. Hope you've been well. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Remo. Alright. I think, what was it? Give? What was that? There you go. There you go. Give points was the command. Give points was the command. Let's see. Okay. Checks the stream name. Oh man, what the fuck? I sent an alarm for this? Salmon, welcome in. Happy to see you. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Hello, darling. We're currently trying to get to the aquarium, but this darn dirty Wordle is in the way. You gotta solve your Wordle before we go to the aquarium. Oh, the captioning system is doing a little tweaky. It's doing a little tweaky. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Happy Valentine's. Happy Villain Day. Gappy to Yolias. Happy Valentine's Day. Rimu. Chocolate today, yes or no? What chocolate are we doing? Congratulations, Vaden. You went from 0 to 210 in the span of 5 minutes. That's a lot of respect to be gained in one foul sweep. But I also expect you to gamble it all away within like the next 2 days. In 2 minutes here. Because congratulations, we did it. We beat the Wordle. That means we can go to the aquarium. We did it. We got to the aquarium thing. Congratulations on beating the Wordle. How dare it get in our way? How dare it get in our way? Yes, because yummy. What kind of chocolate? I personally like chocolates with fillings inside. I don't like it when it's just like a bar of chocolate. I like it when there's like fun stuff on the inside. Like some kind of cream or a or a feeling. I don't know, like, I'm not a big fan of when it's just a cold, hard chocolate piece. Okay, big controversial topic. I'm gonna make a poll for this. Nuts and chocolate, yes or no? Nuts and chocolate, yes or no? Blocks of chocolate is enough for me because I'm a simple guy. It doesn't take much to please me. Nuts and chocolate, yes or no? Especially professional gamer, welcome in, good to see you. How are you? Oh my god, you guys love nuts. You absolute nut lovers. Hi, wait, happy Valentine's Day, gamer. How are you? We're currently at the aquarium. Enjoying our date. We're gonna look at the pretty fish. I love going to the aquariums. Except, like, I have a hard time going to, like, zoos or aquariums in Japan because Japan has, like, not the best animal rights laws. You nut suckers! Nuts and chocolate, not a thing! You absolute nut suckers. You nut lovers. I don't like nuts and chocolate. I don't like nuts. I like nuts in salty things. I don't think nuts belong in like sweet stuff. No nuts and chocolate, no crunchy peanut butter. Peanut butter should be creamy. You can suck these nuts. No, I'm not a nut lover. I'm good. What about you? I'm doing great. I'm having a wonderful Valentine's Day. Crunch bar. Well, at that point, the nuts are like so small they don't. Damn. Okay, I didn't realize you were so passionate about having your nuts and chocolate. Bread Bun Bun. Hello. Good to see you. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, so if you don't spell it correctly, it plays a random noise. I was thinking chocolate-covered nuts. Then what's the... Ew. No. Salty nuts. Salty nuts are bust. I want it out of my chocolate. Same. I am 100% there with you. Like, I like nuts, and I like chocolate, but I don't think they go together, because nuts go with the salty stuff, and then chocolate is best when it's creamy and smooth. Same goes for peanut butter. I'm also a creamy peanut butter person. I do not like the crunchy peanut butter. That, and when you try to spread, like, crunchy peanut butter over bread, it, like, tears the bread. And, like, I don't like that. It just makes a hot mess. Creamy peanut butter at least, like, slides over everything good. It's 20 minutes to midnight and I'm getting called a fucking nut lover by an e-girl. Where did I go wrong in life? You nuts. I am not calling you a nut lover. Well, I did call you a nut lover, but worst of all, I'm calling you a nut sucker. Okay? No nuts and chocolate. No nuts in the chocolate. If we ever get one of those variety boxes together, you guys can have all of the chocolate with the nuts in it. I'm getting the creamy ones. I'm getting the creamy stuffed ones. I like the stuffed cream. Oh, I only like one specific nut in chocolate. Almond? What other nuts do people put into chocolate? You know what? I could vibe with walnuts. I could vibe with walnuts in chocolate. Probably wouldn't be my favorite, but I'm open to that one. I'm just outright nutty, just keep it out of my chocolate. Hazelnut. Hazelnut is used to flavor chocolate. I've heard of hazelnut flavored chocolate quite often, but not like actually crunching on the nut in the chocolate. Telling might bring down the mood a lot, so instead, here's a topic fun fact. You can literally overdose on Brazil nuts. I've heard of that. Doesn't bananas also have enough radiation that if you, like, eat enough, you can get the radiation poisoning from bananas? Plants and fruits are weird. That's why I don't like plants. Other nuts I couldn't care less about. No, bananas are safe. But they have, like, enough to where if you eat, like, I don't know, 3,000 of them or whatever, you can get enough poisoning. Unless you eat one, yeah, like if you eat one bulldozer worth of bananas, you will not get radiation poisoning. But they do have some in them, don't they? You would poop yourself first. True, you would poop out the radiation first. The dose is so low you die of nutrition deficiency from eating only bananas before the radiation is an issue. Highly exaggerated, you'd explode from the bananas inside you before you died of radiation poisoning. So much fiber, oh boy. Wait, I don't... Are bananas good in fiber? I know other foods are good with fiber, but like I didn't realize bananas are that. I mean, like I know they have fiber, but not like they're not like the best source of fiber. I don't think they're like I don't think they're like better than other types of nuts or prunes, for example. I think there's just so many other foods that are better in fiber than bananas. The potassium can have the opposite effect to the fiber, though. Yeah. So like I don't think bananas are the best for your fecal needs. They taste good. Bananas are nice. I do like bananas. I especially like dried banana chips, but at that point, like if you dry fruit, you kind of take out all of the health and the nutrition out of them when you do that. But like I like banana chips in creamy, salty peanut butter. Oh, that's a treat. That's a treat. I do like banana chips and like creamy and salty peanut butter. Do not discuss my fecal needs on Valentine's Day. 2 things are brown on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Chocolate-covered banana chips? Yeah, that would be good. Maybe not with Slackum's chocolate specifically, but that does sound pretty good. That does sound pretty good. I don't know, like, I think bananas in particular go really well with something just slightly salty. I don't know what it is about bananas in particular, but they just go really well with something kind of salty. You keep that banana away from my delicate chocolate. How do you feel about plantains? I don't go craving them out, but if they were served to me, I will eat them pretty happily, actually. I wouldn't go out of my way, and I don't really feel to crave for plantains. But if they were served to me, I have had them a couple of times before. I will eat them pretty happily. Hold up, what the hell? If only just hit me how long it's been since I last woke up to one of your streams. This is the first time I've streamed at this time slot in actual months. Are you doing another 24 hours again? No. Originally this stream was planned for like 7 hours ago, but I had like an overwhelming amount of people message me saying like, hey, sounds cool, but I can't make it. And by the time I had like my 5th person tell me being like, oh, I can't make it, I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna push this one back to degen hours. So this is the first stream we've had at this late hour, starting at this late hour in like, I want to say like almost 9 months. Happy nighttime stream baby, everyone. Happy nighttime stream baby. I actually had to plan a nap into my day since then. Yeah, this was originally like supposed to be 2 hours later than the normal time slot, but I just had so many people message me being like, hey, cool, but I can't make it. So, alas. Yeah, so the last time late night stream was like the wisp-rigging stream, but that's only because, well, it started at the normal time. It just lasted for 11.5 hours. Shoo, that was a big stream. But this is the first stream that's actually starting late at night. And would you look at that, we made it all the way to the aquarium. Rita got me waking up at 4 a.m. I didn't do anything. I just went online. Whether you chose to wake up and be here is of your own volition, buddy. It's of your own volition, and I'm so happy you did it. Because that means you get to go on our date. You get to go on our happy Valentine's Day to the aquarium. Now, speaking of the aquarium, let's see. What is your favorite exhibit? Do you want to see the sharks? Do you want to see the jellyfish? Or do you want to see the penguins? Rita is worth it. You guys are just showering me with love. And I am, like, suspicious of it. You guys are showering with me so much love today. I am eyebrow-raisingly suspicious of it, especially in the Discord. That was like, they're being nice. They're being too nice. My favorite animals are none of those, but will probably be in all of those tanks. Would it probably be like a seaweed or something? What is something that would be in all three of those tanks? I would imagine it being like a tiny little microbial animal, right? Plankton? Yeah, plankton, like water bears. I know water bears can be found pretty much anywhere. And what's with the fancy pants? Purple side protections. Purple side hates hips, so I am covering them up. I am dressing only in the finest BL wardrobe for our Valentine's date today. Purple side protections. I got to wear a uniform. The nice is normal. Yeah. Close, but it's an actual animal. It's sponges. I love sponges. They're not microscopic. They're just really simple creatures, and few people are interested in them. I thought they were plants. I was like, I know about them, but I thought they were plants. I guess they are animals. They don't have brains, do they? Are jellyfish a plant? No, jellyfish are definitely not a plant. Sponges are in fact animals, incredibly simple animals, but they are animals. Where does the line get drawn between a plant and an animal? Because if having a brain isn't it, then what's the classification here? They don't have anything, no organs, not even tissue. So they're kind of like jellyfish, but I guess jellyfish are still animals. Somewhere around 7. They don't have brains in the traditional sense. I guess they have nerves that will allow them to, like, move and... How do they, like, make decisions? Like, where to move their limbs? Oh, thank you for the follow, Valentine 𝕮𝖆𝖙. Happy to have you. Welcoming you in from the bottom of my butt. I'd say heart, but my butt's bigger. You have more welcome that way. Love may be blind, but you certainly brighten my day. Well, if someone's blind, the brightness isn't going to matter. I will find you even in the dark. Alright, it looks like everyone's off to see... Everyone's off to see the penguins. I also love the penguins. That one's also my favorite exhibit. I love to see the penguins. I love to, like, as cool as sharks are and the jellyfish as well. I don't know, penguins are more fun to watch. Broccoli is a vegetable, scum is an animal, for example. But, like, I guess a sea anemone or like a water bear, that's an animal. Doesn't have a brain. Jellyfish and sponges, they don't have brains, but they're animals. But anemones are like also don't have brains, but they move similar to jellyfish, but those are plants. Unless you're about to tell me that anemones are animals, in which case I'm just gonna out a life here. Careful now, I blend into the dark until I grin like the Cheshire Cat. Please be careful of your cheek skin, and it hurts if you do that for too long. I have 5 new tires and half a bottle of crack, and this animal thing can go far. Crazy stream title. Welcome in, Greedy Admiral. Happy to have you. How are you? We're on our Valentine's Day today. We're seeing the aquarium, and now we're talking about the difference between an animal and a plant. Because jellyfish, sponges, and anemones really come close to that line, and it confuses me about what the meaning of life is. Like, I guess, well, okay, sea cucumbers are definitely an animal. That's definitely an animal. What's, like, another animal that may be a plant, but a plant that may also be an animal? But the line between animals and plants, while blurred by certain things, is generally considered to be that plants have additional components, notably chloroplasts and cell walls. Venus flytrap. Don't tell me that's an animal. Please don't tell me that Venus flytraps are an animal. That is a plant. Right? Venus flytraps are plants. Very much plants, thank God. Okay, okay, not everything I know about the world is terrible. I'm sitting in the pitch dark at my nana's house and the cat's allergic to sleeping on my foot. I'm getting a beer. Poor guy, at least he took a nap at grandma's house. I guess, okay, so I guess, like, plants have more components than animals. Like, we don't have chloroplasts, do we? We can't photosynthesize. I mean, we do something with sunlight. Certainly we get something out of vitamin D, but, like, it's not with, like, chloroplasts and stuff. I'm putting the old Kraken apple in your own. Ooh, Kraken apple sounds good. Right now, I have my horoyois. So today for Valentine's Day, I went to the grocery store to see if I could, like, stock up for something, and they had, like, this strawberry vanilla horoyois. It's only 3% alcohol, but it tastes sweet as hell, and I'm like, I'm getting 3 cans of this stuff. Let's go. Happy Valentine's Day. Fun fact, this is also why the line between animal and fungus is extremely... Ooh. Horoyoi. Horoyoi. Yoi. The whores are yois, yes. It's called horoyoi. Not... Just imagine there's an O between the H and the R. The typo stays. In Japanese, it basically means, like, that nice feeling after a drink. Like, yoi means good. So, horoyoi is, like, the nice feeling you get after drinking a little bit of alcohol. And the horoyois, they're, like, 3% alcohol, but they come in, like, the craziest flavors ever. They have, like, a Calpis-flavored one. They have, like, a fruit punch-flavored one. They have, like, strawberry vanilla-flavored one. That's what they had for Valentine's Day. That's what I got to drink tonight. I already opened the can, so no can opening ASMR today. I've always gotten an O out of HR. The hoarder! Oi! The hoarder! Oi! Ooh, I like the packaging. It's only 3%, but, like, it's still considered the, like, alcohol that you can't, you know, serve it to minors under the Japanese law. It's almost like nothing, but, like, the flavors are experimental. They're not afraid to experiment with flavors. It's kind of like Kit Kat flavors where they're just like, oh, that's edible, make that a flavor. They have, like, oh, I remembered one year they had, like, almond flavored horoyois, and I'm like, I wish I was brave enough to try it just so I could tell stories about it, but alas, I didn't. So I'll just drink more. Bottoms up, bitch. I think ohoroyoi could be kind of translated as buzzed in English. Ohoroyoi. Yeah, I guess buzzed, but, like, in English, buzzed isn't, like, always positive. I guess that to me anyway. I don't think buzzed always has a positive nuance to it. I guess it is kind of like a buzz. Yeah. So I'll just drink more? Yeah. Yeah. Just don't drink the aquarium water. It has fish poo-poo and pee-pee in it. Okay? Just don't drink the aquarium water. You'll be fine. I say kinda because it's not perfect, but it's as close as you can get. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, I like the horoyois. They're good. I especially listen. I know that limited edition flavors are a cheap marketing tactic, but they get me every time. Every time I see a limited edition flavor for something, I'm like, ooh, I gotta try it. Ooh, I gotta try it. Especially when it's like a weird flavor. I think. The worst offender that has me by the absolute balls is Starbucks. Japan loves FOMO. Dude, Japan's entire business model is FOMO, okay? If Japan's biggest export isn't anime, Japan's biggest export isn't video games, Japan's biggest export is FOMO. That's it. That's what Japan's entire economic system relies on. It's FOMO, okay? Is Windex Girl on about not being able to sell 3% alcohol to minors because it's basically water? That checks out. Do not. Do not. But like as an adult, when you can actually drink it, you don't really feel the alcohol. You drink it because there's so much damn sugar in it. If I've learned anything from being a marketing professional for 3 years, it's that FOMO is one of the best motivators. It is. Their biggest export is anime, but their biggest internal industry is FOMO. Dude, internationally, it's always FOMO because... Okay, but check this out. Be like, how many people have gone to Japan? How many people are coming to live in Japan? How many people are coming to live with me here? Everyone and their dog is moving to Japan because, oh, I gotta try it. I gotta try life in Japan. I want to see what life in Japan is like. So everybody and their dog is moving here. And because the 𝕮𝖆, they stay here. And I'm like, oh, I would, you would, yeah. It's cheap. It's cheap, you can. As an adult, okay, you lost me. What, you don't like the sugar? You don't like the sugar? I love the sugar. The strawberry vanilla is more strawberry than it is vanilla. And I would prefer it to be the other way around. I would prefer it to be more vanilla than strawberry. If and big if. If and big if. I could keep my job, I would have, but alas. But alas, yeah. Everyone and their dog is moving here. I'm a man-child. Adulting is hard. Adulting is hard. No one ever tells you that even as an adult, adulting is still hard. Adulting is a lot of paperwork. I wish I could move to my favorite countries. Why is that plural? I am concerned. Are you okay? Why is that plural? I wish I could go to foreign countries, but like the thing is, like, I'm not. I guess comfortable is the right word, even though I don't prefer to use it. Is going by myself. Some of the countries I want to go to, I don't feel comfortable with going by myself, and then finding a buddy to go with is the biggest hurdle. I never expect it to be easy now. Because I have two options and I can't move to either of them for very different reasons. Yeah. So, like, in theory, I could move back to Russia, but, like, strategically, that's probably not the best idea at the moment. Probably not. One is way too expensive and the other is politics. Yeah. Yeah. And then paperwork. You gotta get paperwork, you gotta get visas sorted out, you gotta get passports sorted out. It's a hot thing. It's a hot mess. It's a whole thing. But penguins don't have to worry about that. Penguins can just swim to wherever they want. They can go to Argentina for all they damn care. Russia would also ban your shorts. Yeah, they would. They would. Russia would absolutely ban my shorts. I'd ban them right back, but oh well. Fun fact about penguins, they are not penguins. Explain. Where would you want to visit? One would be Singapore. I've had Singapore on my bucket list for like ages. They stole their name from a now extinct species of bird. So they're technically under a different... You know, we can't classify living things for shit. Biologists just cannot classify anything, ever. Biologists, like we're like, this is a plant and this is an animal. Well, this is kind of a fungus. I guess this is also kind of an animal. A purify. Hello, Claire, darling. Welcome in. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy to have you. Yeah, so Singapore's been on the bucket list. Okay, Australians, don't get mad at me. Put your torches and pitchforks down. I don't want to visit Australia because I don't want to visit Australia, but I want to go to Australia just to visit friends. I don't want to go to Australia for any other reason. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just not appealing to me. I do not care to go to Australia for any other reason than to just visit friends. That's it. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know a place you can hold a koala. And pet a kangaroo. That's just like petting zoos in Australia in general, isn't it? Koalas, God. After knowing about... Why is my mic peaking? Hello? After, like, figuring out what koalas' whole deal is, they're not that cute anymore. Rather uneventful Valentines, but I did help facilitate an event related to Valentine's yesterday. As long as you got chocolate in you, that's all that matters. No, most kangaroos will not let you close. True, it's the wallabies that are cute, right? But what if I want to eat a roo? The great auk is the original penguin, and penguins were called penguins because they looked like the great auk. Now I'm gonna Google a thing. What's the great auk? The great auk. It's not even that great. That thing's tiny. Hold on, that thing looks tiny, at least from the pictures anyway. Or a 𝕮𝖆𝖆𝖙 is an extinct species of flightless alcid that first appeared 400,000 years ago and became extinct. It was the only modern species in the genus Pinguinus. Don't talk about my Pinguinus like that. It was not closely related to the penguins of the southern hemisphere, which were named for their resemblance to this species. So it was the only Pinguinus. Oh, it lived in the northern hemisphere. Oh, it looks like a penguin, but with the face of a dodo bird. Huh. Interesting. I could see them be. They look like bowling pins. They look like penguins, but with faces of dodo birds. That's kind of cool. No chocolate, but managed to nab flowers while wrapping it up. Real or plastic? Real or plastic? How do I feel simultaneously attacked and validated? You're welcome. That's just an average experience on an Irasto Rita stream. Also got some fuzzy wire and made it sort of translated. That's cute. Oi, did you just call my penguins tiny? Your penguins are extinct, Slackum. Pinguinus. Yeah, I called your Pinguinus tiny. What are you gonna do about it? Care package? Thank you, Putin. Alright, well, we don't have anything to say, but we will stretch. Hup. Ooh, crunchy. My spine is crunchy. Ah, and take a drink. Ah, yes, the true reason that the great auk went extinct. We couldn't stop bowling at them. People couldn't stop rolling giant heavy balls at the birds. Ads. Oh no! Yay, crunchy. Yay, crunchy. I don't know if it's like normal, but like my joints are just very crackly. It doesn't hurt. You good? Well, are you sniffing the crunchy? Penguins look like bowling pins. Get this woman away from the bats. Oh, my elbows are crunchy. That's a sentence. That's a sentence. But one is damaged. Well, you do... You also do, like, the kickboxing. I can imagine how one would get damaged. The other one is just... there. I hope the other one is there. I hope you have both of your elbows, yes. All the better to throw balls at the penguins with, my dear. My Putin, what big elbows you have. All the better to throw bowling balls at penguins with, my dear. I'm gonna... balls and pinguinus. Balls and pinguinus. Yes. We got the full set right here. We got balls and pinguinuses. Alright, I had ads after I said that message. What did I miss? Nothing much. Nothing much. Just Putin getting a little hurt and then making the full set of balls and pinguinuses.
Slakem just subscribed.
Slakem.
Welcome to the membership, brick emoji.
Slakem, thank you for the sub. Slackum, Slakem. I appreciate you from the bottom of my butt. I'd say heart, but my butt's bigger. You get more appreciation that way. Well, welcome to the balls and penguinuses. I forgot I called the Twitch subs, the membership. The ad cut off the penguins line. It was the final straw. You couldn't stand cutting the penguins off. Couldn't stand cutting the penguins off. But like in aquariums, I do think like penguins are my favorite exhibit. Because like sharks are cool. But in the big tanks, they don't do much. It's like once you get to the big tank and you spot the big shark, that's kind of like it. Alright? Like they just kind of swim around and then everybody's like, whoa, how do they not eat the fish that are in there? And then your dad goes up and be like, well, it's probably because they're well fed and they and then yeah, that's pretty much it. And then with jellyfish, they're certainly pretty, and I think the light shows of the tanks that they're usually in are really impressive. Because I've been to an aquarium where they had like... How do I explain this? They had It's not... magnetic lighting in the tank with the jellyfish. It's not like... Okay, so nails. Nails. You know when they paint nails and they have those little magnetic strips? So when you turn your nails, it makes like a certain magnetic kind of shine? They did that. But in a jellyfish tank. And it looked really pretty. Thank God I found earphones. I don't want to explain what I'm watching to my no. Hey, I'm relatively safe. Look, my hips are covered in everything. It's totally safe. Hi, Nana. Hi, Nana. Happy to meet you, Grandma. Happy to meet you, Grandma. I thought that was part of the game. What game? Holy shorts. These are my purple side protection shorts. Oh, on, you might have awakened something in her. Hi, Nana. Hi, Nana. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Grandma. Mwah. To your grandma. I didn't notice the text part was actually your subtitles. Yeah! I thought it was a pretty neat feature. It almost looks like we are in a visual novel game. This woman is nearly 90 years old. She doesn't need to hear balls and pinguinis. On the contrary, I think she needs a reminder of balls and pinguinis. My grandma might have been a wild writer back in the day. She's perfectly aware of how balls and pinguinis work. Holy moly, it managed to caption pinguinis. Really? One sub is all it takes to... Alright. The train, it confuses me. The train time slot, it confuses me. I don't... This is not a Japanese efficient train. This is like a New York subway train. It comes at the random times and you just kind of hope it gets to your destination. I didn't want to start it. I don't know if you did or not. Yeah, the bar is pretty low. YouTube-styled captioning. Well, I think the text capture technology is very similar to the one that YouTube uses. So the way I got the captions to work is there's an OBS plugin, and all you have to do is choose an audio source. In this case, it would be my microphone. So all of the audio it takes in through that audio source, it just translates into auto caption. And if you're on the... You are not on my audio source, darling. It's not gonna caption your fart. If anything, the captions are the only good change that's happening in YouTube. I don't know what they're doing to the captions in YouTube. Alright, good night, Art Mom. Enjoy the chocolates tomorrow, as because I will do likewise. Alrighty, Arts, and happy Valentine's Day. Enjoy your eeps. Good night. Night, night. Night, night. Enjoy your eeps. Good night, kisses. Night, night. Yeah, so, it is a plugin. You won't sexualize a bunny girl, but my grandma is fair game with Listen, you know you're not here because you know what to expect. You're not here. If you knew what to expect, you wouldn't be here. You're only here because there's gonna be surprises. You're here for the surprises. Well, but past midnight, I guess it's that time of the night. Gilf fetish. Not so much a fetish as we probably know what happened back in the day. It's a history lesson. It's a history lesson. We're getting educated. Wordle has a reset. Alright. I guess we can leave the aquarium. Where are we going now? Are we going to the amusement park or are we going to the beach? We gotta get walkies again. We gotta walk. And the penguins were fun. I enjoyed learning that fun about actual penguins, though. That was very educational. Thank you. I have now turned on hard go and my score is about to eat shit. Welcome to hard go. Welcome to hard mode casual. Thank you, Bread Bun Bun. I enjoyed learning about the penguins. I have now turned on hard mode. Yeah. Only one way to play Wordle, and that's on hard mode. That way, when you get caught on the ATCH pattern, you're just in gotcha hell at that point. Good luck. Good luck. Guys, no, seriously, guys, can we stop talking about my grandma's sex life? I generally don't know how this happens. Sorry. We did stop for a second. There. Alright. The amusement park. We're gonna go to the amusement park. Alright, but first, we gotta walk there. Which means you guys gotta solve the Wordle before we get there. You guys gotta solve the Wordle before we get to the amusement park. We need some revenge. Lamau. Y'all are cray. You gotta solve the Wordle before we can get to the amusement park. Not again! What do you mean, not again? Ooh, good opener. Now, for the record, I don't remember what the Wordle was. I just put in a bunch of words in there. The chat reflects the streamer. Alright, you got me there. Your community contributed a total of 1 sub-gift. Wow, Scambatrain, thank you. Thank you for activating after just 1. Alright, noisy. Annoy? Ooh, that was a good one. Alright. Nah, the N, the O, and the Y are already locked in. It's in hard mode. You gotta guess words that are with letters in those places. Good luck. We can't go to the amusement park until you guys get past this Wordle. We gotta walk it off. The W in Wordle stands for walkies. Gotta take you guys for walkies. We gotta stretch your legs. We gotta get you out and to touch concrete. We're not touching grass because grass is plant and plants are gross. But we gotta get you outside and to touch some concrete. Gotta get you for walkies. Gotta get you some Wordlies. Wordlies doesn't sound as cute as it did in my head. Phony. Okay. Okay, good luck. Remember, you can just make stuff up. It doesn't check if the word is real or not. I don't remember what this word is. I just put a giant list in there. Good luck. Good luck. I do love the art for all of these backgrounds. Norwegian. Oh, okay. Good luck. Enjoy! Yippee! You did it! W! Take the W. Alright, let's go to the amusement park. I like amusement parks at nights because I think they're lit up quite well. Yippee! You did it. I like amusement parks at night. So, like, in Japan, a lot of amusement parks do, like, Christmas illuminations. But because of Valentine's Day, a lot of those Christmas illuminations are often kept up until pretty much February, right? For Valentine's Day. So even now, like on February 14th, you can find a lot of, like very pretty Christmas light setups in amusement parks. One of my personal favorites is the Yomiuri Land theme park. Gamer, what are you doing? Gamer, what are you doing? Yeah, so I think one of my favorites is Yomiuri Land. A lot of people are like, especially Disney people are like, I want to go to Tokyo Disney World and I want to go to Tokyo Disney Sea. So for starters, Tokyo Disney Sea is way better than Tokyo Disneyland. So if you only have time to go to one, you definitely should go to like Tokyo Disney Sea, not the land. Sea has like more fun attractions, I guess. But if you don't care about the mouse or his house of wacky characters, I do like Yomiuri Land. I think it has like more intense roller coasters and just overall prettier light show. Yomiuri Land also did like a collaboration with Miku back when I went, and it was fun. You can like go around and you can do like a little stamp rally, and it had a lot of Miku merchandise. It was adorable. Wristband maxing or riding the whiplash, hell yeah. Listen, the fast pass may be incredibly expensive, but if you're a roller coaster junkie, it's so worth it, because it's the amount of time you save not waiting in line with the fast pass definitely adds up to the price of the fast pass. I heard Disneyland was to die for. At least that's what I got from Kinja. Huh? No. But speaking of the fast passes, do you like roller coasters? Are you a roller coaster type of chat? Yeah, so like I don't particularly care for Disney in general, so Disneyland and Disney Sea aren't that appealing to me. But I did manage to go to Disney Sea one time in like a big group, and we went on a weekday. So we went on like not a holiday, and because the park wasn't that crowded, it was an enjoyable experience because the crowd wasn't that bad. The morning wait line was atrocious because everybody's waiting to go into the park. But like the strategy is when you first enter the park to like beeline towards the back of the park and then work from the back to the front. So that way you can squeeze the most out of your morning. And then so like I don't think you need the fast pass if you follow that strategy, and you're only there for like the first half of the day. But like the theme park strategy is always to like you get there early and then beeline to the back and then work your way to the front, and you can probably enjoy more park for your time. Can I choose two? I guess you can. I'm working on koala-generated internet or something, so I have a minute of chat lag. So let's just assume I pick the right option. It's like 50-50 between 1 and 3. Well, I think you've already voted. You typed the number 2 in chat. It counted as you voting for 2. now don't forget. Don't forget, you're on a Valentine date with me. So you have to guess if I like roller coasters or not. The ratios are a little off. Are they? Wait, hold on. 57.1 and 40. No, they're fine. They're fine. You have to try to guess how I prefer to spend my time at the theme park. Whatever you choose is best. And I'll pay. Obviously, no. You put the wallet down. You put the wallet down right now. I'm a strong, independent woman that don't need nobody to buy me my theme park tickets unless it's to Disney, because you have to drag my ass out to Disney. I don't want to go to Disney. If you want to go to Disney, you're paying for my Disney. I won't whine about it. I'll go with you, but I'm not the biggest Disney fan. Not Disney, but Disneyland. Again, I would much rather go to like a Yomiuri land. I think that's like my favorite theme park. But like my favorite theme park... No, I'm paying... You put the wallet down right now. You put the damn wallet down right now. But it looks like you guys like it wild. Yay! Me too. I love the faster, the bigger, the better. I love roller coasters so much. Like, I think the one type of ride that I can't really take are like the ones that spin. Those are the ones where I'm like, nope, can't do it. Like the teacups. I don't like the teacups. I get sick on the teacups. But roller coasters or jet coasters, the faster, the wilder, the better. I like those. Universal Studios Japan was good, IMO. The Mario area was my jam. I haven't been to Universal Studios, but I hear that the best place in Japan for roller coasters in general is Fuji-Q Highland. And I've been trying to get to Fuji-Q Highland, but every time I get to Fuji-Q Highland, it's in the middle of August. And that just sounds miserable. That just sounds miserable. I am not going no damn anywhere in the middle of freaking August and being outside on my feet. That's disgusting. Not in a Japan summer. USJ in Osaka was great aside from the lines. I spent most of my... Did you get like the fast pass? Is that waiting in line with the fast pass? Like, excluding Japan, like back in the US, one of my favorite theme parks was Dollywood. Actually, you know Dolly Parton? She actually has her own theme park in her hometown. She built it there so that like the cash flow from the theme park would go back to her hometown. Dolly Parton is an angel. Everybody loves Dolly Parton. You are not a good person if you don't like Dolly Parton. That's it. Code blank. Hello, Codman. Welcome and good to have you. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. It was absolute hell because of the August heat. Yeah. Oh. Error. You are not connected to the server. Hello? Click here to... Oh. Okay. One of my apps was having a little tizzy fit. I just woke up. Good morning! Good Valentine morning to you. Immediately, I'm gonna put you on a roller coaster. We're going on the fastest jet coaster. I spent most of my time waiting. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm saying, like, fast passes may be expensive, and the worst is when fast passes cost more than the actual ticket. But like, if you're a ride junkie, if you just like want to get on all of the rides, more often than not, they're just worth it. Had to wash my new tattoo before I sat down in my chair. Ooh, like new? Like skin still itchy new? Nice. I want to get a tattoo, but I also like onsens too much, so I'm probably not gonna get one unless it's one that I can like easily kind of ninja my way into an onsen. New as in I got it yesterday. Holy moly, congratulations. Well, you gotta tell us what it is and where it is now. You can't just leave us hanging like this. But yeah, like one of my favorite theme parks in the entire world is Dollywood. I want to go to an onsen at least once before I get one. Well, once you go once, it's never just once. I think going once will convince you to never get one at all. It's a mew on my forearm. Ooh, a kitty cat. Ooh, a kitty cat. Meow. 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 Actually, hold on. Do I have... Meow. Meow. I think he means po... Oh! I thought he was just being quirky and... But, okay. Damn. Okay. Alright. I thought you were just being quirky and naming cats mews. But like in theme parks, you do technically like buy those animal ears or whatever, right? Sorry, gotta make that tail pink. Nope. I ain't shaving the tail. I ain't shaving the tail. It's the Pokemon Mew. Damn it! I thought it was just a normal cat. Oh well. But still, Mew is cute. Mew is cute. I think from the original 151, Eevee's probably my favorite. Mew's tail and ears are pink color match. I'm not... No. No. Yeah, from the original 151, I think Eevee's my favorite. But like... My attitude has been pretty soured on the original 151, mostly because they're just shoving the original 151 down everyone's throats, and I'm like, give the other gens some love. The original's worth that great, okay? Technically, people do call it a cat because the cry is just a cat noise. I mean, it's a cat. Its name is a cat noise. Wait, we're on a date with a cat girl now? Meow. Meow. I still have this from... Oh, I forgot. What stream did I put this toggle on? I remember I used this on Dream Daddy, but that was on like my old laptop, so I wouldn't have this toggle saved. What was the most recent stream where I had the kitty cat toggle? I don't remember, but I have this toggle saved now. I have the bunny girl toggle saved now as well, I think, but I don't have that to a hotkey. I've only seen the bunny one. I have the bunny one. I don't have it on a hotkey. I just have the cat one on a hotkey. Meow. I think I'd make a pretty sleek kitty. I'd make a pretty sleek kitty. But back to Dollywood. Oh my god, I cannot praise Dollywood enough. Dollywood is like IMO one of the best theme parks ever. Like, it's got the good roller coasters, like the Thunderhead. I think to date it still has the fastest wooden roller coaster. And the fact that it's wooden is the scary part. Like, it's made out of wood. It has the fastest wooden roller coaster in the world. What cat breed is closest to the Borzoi? Let me Google a thing. Okay, hold on. Let me Google a thing. What cat breed is closest to the Borzoi? Sleek yellow cat breed. I would not be a short hair. Would I be a short hair? I don't know nothing about cat breeds, okay? I don't know nothing about cat breeds. Like, dog breeds, I'm like, yeah, that's a Borzoi, yeah, that's a Boxer, yeah, that's a Chihuahua. Cats are all just cats. That's a cat, this one's also a cat. You'd be a Sphinx... Is that the naked one? Are those the naked ones? Are those the naked ones? You insult me. You insult me. I take you out on a Valentine date and you insult me. If this was a sitcom, I'd pour my Coca-Cola over your head. Right in the middle of everybody in public. How dare you? You insult me. I am not a Sphinx cat. Yeah, that's so wrinkly. Ooh, I guess they're hypoallergenic. Lizard Hey, while we're talking about breeds of dogs, Slackham was very helpful the other day. Get bread. Get bread, everybody, yeah. But back to Dollywood. So they had the fastest wooden roller coaster. They have a bunch of there's the Thunderhead. There's a roller coaster that spits actual fire at you. They have a train tour around the entire park. And then the thing that it's like really, really famous for is its cinnamon bread. Like, this cinnamon bread is so famous and it's so good that people will literally just like come just to buy the cinnamon bread because you can't buy it anywhere else. I know I looked up different cats and I found one that looks really adorable. What cat is it? What cat would I be? Just a cat is a cat. Dogs have breeds. Cats are cats. It's called the Russian Blue. Okay, okay. What's a Russian Blue? That sounds fitting. Ooh, it's not blonde. It's not a light color, but ooh, they are pretty. I could do a Russian Blue. I can see why they call them blue. Ooh. I like their ears. They look efficient. Those look like efficient cat ears. Oh, that one's a cute cat. I'll take a Russian Blue. I know there are cat breeds, but like it's a cat. The cinnamon bread is good. People would literally just come. No, like people would come from across the country just to stock up on and I kid you not, thousands of dollars worth of cinnamon bread. That's how good this is. Like, there have been people, like, the Dollywood is in Tennessee, right? People would come all the way from California just to stock up on thousands of dollars worth of cinnamon bread. That's how good. And okay, hold on, let me Google Dollywood cinnamon bread. And in the middle of the park, in the middle of the park is the grist mill, and you can actually see how they make the quantities of cinnamon bread. They're right there in the middle. Like, you can see them, like, everything from like mixing it to baking it, and you can see the inside of the mill and everything. Oh my god, it's so good. The smell is divine. The smell is divine. Oh my god, the cinnamon bread. Dollywood, best theme park ever. I would go back to the US just to go to Dollywood. Like, that's how good Dollywood is. I would dare to set foot back in the US just to go to Dollywood. Like, that's how good it is. Come across the country, it's the Ejaculation Nation. Hey, we're on, what was it? Fiddle your fidges February. God damn it, what went to bed? What's February? What's February on the cum calendar? What's February on the cum calendar? Fiddle your Frankfurter February. That's it. That's it. Fiddle your Frankfurter February. On the Forever Fab calendar. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and the grist mill. Like, oh god, it's so good. So, Dollywood is such a good theme park that I would go back to the US just to go to the theme park. Speaking of food, we've been to the aquarium and we've been to the amusement park. We should probably get something to eat for our date. You know, we should go out for dinner for our date. It's like I'm literally checked his physical calendar to find that out, by the way. You have it written down. I'm honored. To finish off our date, speaking of food, we should go get some. Alright, so let's go on walkies. One more Wordle for the road. One more Wordle for the road. We gotta end our date with a nice dinner. Let's end our Valentine's Day with a nice dinner. That was from memory. There was the straight in the way of the physical copy. Oh, that's amazing. Truly an artist. Well. Oopsie whoopsie. Oopsie whoopsie. Truly an artist with the, what was it? Fiddle with your Frankfurter Friday, February. No, not the translator saying friends. Fiddle with your friends, February. It's not, February isn't lonesome. It's not singles away. That's what Valentine's Day is for. You fiddle with your friends on February. Cards. Okay, good guess, good guess. I'm trying to remember what did I put in here? Ooh, okay, okay. Look at you flaunting. Look at you flaunting. Go salmon. Nice hook it. All right. We made it to the restaurant. Yippee. Look at this absolutely lovely setup at the restaurant. What would you order at the restaurant? I don't know. Right now, like today for dinner, I ate for some smoked salmon. That's like one really nice thing I like about Japanese supermarkets is that they just have smoked salmon. I just sprinkled a little bit of soy sauce on that. That was the best dinner, and also some dried pineapple. Hashtag girdle dinner. I had some salmon and pineapple. Something not very messy. Yeah. I mean, normally I don't eat dinner. I eat like a big brunch and then like an afternoon snack, and that's about it. But today was Valentine's Day. I'm just like, I'm gonna get some chocolate. And then while I was in the grocery store a little bit hungry, I just started going grabby hands. I'm like, ooh, salmon looks good. Ooh, pineapple looks good. Ooh, cheese looks good. Ooh, lemon milk looks good. I also bought a little bit of minced meat and veggies for the week. Smoked salmon. Now hold up. I'ma smoke ya. I'ma smoke you so good, and then I'm gonna put soy sauce all over you. Smoked and sauced. But no wasabi. I don't like wasabi. Okay, like I think the one time I actually enjoyed wasabi was when Oya and I went to this restaurant in Hakone. And they didn't serve wasabi as you would expect there. They gave you like the stick and the grater. So you were able to like grate your own wasabi. And I think that's the freshest wasabi. Like you literally grated it yourself on top of your food. I think that was the only time I actually enjoyed wasabi. What about horseradish? I don't believe I've ever had horseradish on its own. I've had pickled horseradish before. I didn't mind that one too much. Not my favorite flavor. I don't... Do people just eat horseradish, like, by itself? Well, what are some dishes that horseradish comes in? Wasabi outside of Japan is often just dyed horseradish. Is it a similar flavor? I don't know. I don't think I've ever had non-pickled horseradish before. I couldn't tell ya. I couldn't tell ya. Similar burn, not sure about the flavor. Like, I don't care for the burn. Don't care for the burn. I'd much rather burn other people with my words and my tongue. I don't care to have my own tongue burned. I can dish it, but I can't take it. Wait, what the hell did she say she was gonna put soy sauce on me? What the hell does that mean? That's it. I'm literally just gonna put soy sauce on you. I'm gonna smoke you, and then I'm gonna put soy sauce on you. And then I'm gonna devour you. Take that as you will. Take that as you will. But like... Literally like actual cannibalism. But that's not a god. That's like a salmon. Salmon is salmon. Dog has breeds. Cat is cat. Salmon is salmon. Salmon is mammon. It's mammon. But like, I guess on a Valentine's Day, I wouldn't have pasta as a dinner. I don't think pasta would be like the best dinner for Valentine's Day. I'll take it negatively, thanks. You're welcome. Anytime. I'll be here for like another 30 minutes, I guess. I'm being accosted to buy food, BRB. Alright, enjoy. Enjoy. I don't know, like, for a date, I don't think pasta's like the best choice. I think pasta's a little too basic for like a date, for a dinner. But like, okay, one thing about Japan is like they are not afraid to put carbs on carbs on carbs. So you'll have like rice, and then you'll have pasta, and then you'll have potatoes in like the same dish. It's literally the triple carbifecta, and okay, not the fanciest food, but it is pretty darn good food. I guess for like a day, yeah, you'd want something smaller for Valentine's. Dessert is more important. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Which is why I've ordered the parfait. Yummy! Oh, this looks delicious, doesn't it? Like... Thank you! Thank you for the headpads. Like, the thing I like about this parfait is that it doesn't have any cornflakes in it. That is my one gripe about Japan and its parfaits. It puts too many cornflakes in it. Did you animate that parfait? No, I didn't actually. I got it as an asset from 𝕮𝖆𝖙. I actually bought this for tonight. To make it all special. Wait, cornflakes in parfait? Yeah, that is like one of Japan's biggest sins, is that they take up half the glass with cornflakes. Now, don't get me wrong, cornflakes on a parfait, quite nice, actually. Like, a little bit of a sprinkle here and there. But the thing that Japan always does is they take up like half the glass with cornflakes. So you're paying for like half a glass of cornflakes, a little bit of ice cream, and some decorative chocolate. I'm like, no, that is like the one food you've ruined in Japan. You can't do a parfait. You're not going to charge me 1,200 yen for a fancy glass full of cornflakes. Okay, cornflakes were invented to reduce. Oh yeah, that is a fun fact. I knew about that one actually. Keep it away from my date night desserts. It's supposed to reduce singingness. I heard about that. Cornflakes were originally designed for that. And then... I think it was because the US was trying to push corn and wheat flavored products that they altered their food pyramid. Specifically to push corn and wheat flavored products because they had an overabundance. And cornflakes were one of the... I think Kellogg was like the first person to invent the cornflakes, yes. I think cornflakes were served in... was it a mental asylum or a correctional institute? Or the military? It was one of those. That's what cornflakes were invented for. If you follow the food pyramid, you'll end up roughly pyramid-shaped. Yeah. Well, depends which one, because right now they've moved from, like, the food pyramid to, like, the My Plate thing. I don't know, maybe since I last checked, they checked... Okay, hold on. Dietary recommendations. Let's Google a thing. U.S. school dietary recommendations. The thing is, like, back then we all believed it. Yeah, they're still doing the my plate. They're doing the my plate thing. Where the majority of the plate is vegetables, and I'm like, ain't nobody eating like this. Ain't nobody actually eating like this. So I forgot what the cornflakes were. The cornflakes were for what? Prisons? I pick it about 50% vegetables and not often. I try to squeeze in vegetables whenever I cook, but like usually I just grab a bento from the konbini and call it a day. I ain't got time for that. Cornflakes history. Cornflakes history. Cornflakes were accidentally invented by Mr. Kellogg while trying to make granola from sanitarium patients. It was a mental asylum. It was a mental asylum. Cornflakes were accidentally a ripoff of granola. Wait, was it granola? What did I just read? Granola, yeah, it was granola. I had to check what I just read 2 seconds ago. Well, ADHD live, right? Yeah, that's like Japan's biggest sins. They don't know how to make a proper parfait because half of it is cornflakes. Like, sprinkle a little bit of cornflakes on the top, that's fine. The crunch is good, but like to make half the glass cornflakes... And the thing is, they strategically put the cornflakes in the middle so that the ice cream doesn't go down in between the cornflakes. The ice cream is too cold to go down in between the cornflakes, so it just takes up even more space. It makes it look like you're getting even more, even though you're getting even less. Dirty tricks. Dirty tricks. I turn up my nose at Japanese parfaits. They look pretty, sure, but that's about it. They're not actual parfaits. Strategic cornflake placement is on the rise, it's true. More filler than anime season, whose manga is still in progress. Exactly. Japan's biggest export. FOMO and filler. But this one, I chose it specifically because it doesn't have any cornflakes in it. Do you want a bite? Say, ah! It's good. It does taste good, doesn't it? You can have the berries off the top. You can also have the berries off the top. I'm taking the chocolate heart, though. You're not gonna get between a woman and her sugar, are you? You can have the berries, but the chocolate heart is mine. And so is yours. Here, have another. That does remind me of, you know the chocolate guy? The one that makes, like, absolutely insane chocolate sculptures. Did you know that there's another one? There's 2 chocolate guys. There's 2 chocolate guys. Like, every time I see one of his videos, I'm like, oh my god, the chocolate looks amazing, but oh my god, I also wish he'd shave. But have you seen, like, some of the most insane inventions that he's ever done? Hello, Map Pride 10, welcoming, good to see you. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day to you. 2 chocolate guys at the same time? I know, you better open up and get ready. And say, that's 2 chocolate guys. You better be able to bite down on 2 chocolate guys at the same time. I don't remember what the other one was. Do you support? Oh, I like geographical maps. I was a geography minor in college. Well, it was like about transportation systems and such. I googled it. Yeah, no. I do like a good, like, map, though. Like, the Tokyo subway map, that's a sexy image to look at. We're gonna sexualize everything except for the women. I do like the Tokyo subway map. It's a good map. That's a sexy map. I bought a t-shirt with the Tokyo subway map on it. And it makes me sad because I lost it in the flood. So the flood, it sounds scarier than it actually was. What ended up happening was we ended up going on like a winter vacation. And then over the winter, the pipes froze. And since I lived in my parents' basement at the time, when we came back, the pipes had burst all over the basement. So the first and the second floor, they were fine because the pipes were at ground level, but everything below ground level was absolutely flooded. So all of my stuff destroyed, absolutely all of it. Like my bed, my computer got destroyed, all of my files and folders, all of my anime merch, all of my DVDs, all of my CDs. Absolutely everything got destroyed. So, and then the Tokyo subway map t-shirt was one of the things. So, like, a lot of the stuff I brought back from Japan when I first came here, a lot of it got destroyed. But, luckily, I live here now, so I can always get another one. Tama, darling. Hello, welcome and добро пожаловать. Welcome and happy Valentine's Day. С днём Valentine. Do you want a bite? Yeah. Let's see, like... You know what I also wanted? I also want to get, like, a giant map of Japan with, like, all of the individual prefectures marked on it and all of the color coded on it. But, like... Okay, that's too much for me. Almel, thank you. Okay, no more for you. More for me, then. I'm keeping it all to myself. More sugar for the woman. More sugar for this woman. You're not gonna get between this a woman and her sugar. But I haven't been able to find, like, a good one. Not one that also has, like, all of the islands in Tokyo. This is so, like, Hahajima, Chichijima. And all of the Okinawan islands as well. I want, like, a really good, like, big poster map of Japan, but, like, even on Amazon, I haven't managed to find, like, a good one. But your streams are sugar? I thought my streams were spice, but okay. If that's how you want to take it, fine. But yeah, little fun fact about myself. I actually used to be like a geography minor in college for a while, and then unfortunately I didn't have enough credits. I was 1 credit short from graduating with 3 minors. If I had 1 more geography credit, I would have had a math major and 3 minors on graduation with honors. I'd say they were closer to dark chocolate with little salty caramel crunchy bits some days. Ooh. Okay, I can vibe with that. Your streams are overall addicting. Ooh, well, that would explain why so many people were napping just so they could make it tonight. It honestly warms my heart and melts my ice cream. To have so much effort to put in just to catch a stream. You guys seriously are too good to me. Like, suspiciously good to me. Suspiciously is a necessary word that needs to be put in there. You guys are suspiciously good to me. Unfortunately, though, I am allergic to dark chocolate. You make it worth it. Oh, oh, stop it, you. Yes, this niceness is a ploy to distract you while I steal your wallet. Yeah, all 3 yen in it. Good luck. You think any of my yen are gonna be useful back in the down underworld for you? You'd be spending more money on the efforts to snatch it, my guy. You'd be spending more money on the efforts to snatch it. And yeah, unfortunately, I am allergic. I am allergic to cocoa, like cacao, the bean. So I can eat a lot of milk chocolate. That's fine because it's like mostly. It's mostly sugar. It's not cacao, but like a real authentic cacao, I actually have it's a minor allergy. It's not like a deathly allergy or anything. I just, my skin doesn't take it very well. I tend to break out anytime I have a little too high concentration of cacao. So on my official records, it always says that I'm allergic to chocolate, and I'm like, relax. Relax. I just break out a little bit when I have too much. It's fine. And then people are like, oh, you can't have this, you can't have that. I'm like, I can most of the time because it's usually milk chocolate, which is mostly sugar. It's not actual cacao. Which is like, I don't know how my family in general managed to like get the allergies that they did, because I'm allergic to cacao, and then my sister, she's allergic to guava. Like, of all of the things in the world to be allergic to, it's specifically guava. Are you guys, like, allergic to anything? What are some of your tragic allergies? Immunology is a bizarre field. I guess it is, because, like, I don't know. Is it the white blood cells that just, like, were like, don't trust that guy, and then start attacking it? It's the white blood cells, right? And then I guess, like, to get like allergy treatment, you get like small doses of the allergen in order to get your body used to it or whatever. Unprocessed apples and cherries. Does processing them kill something inside of them that makes them okay to eat? Why unprocessed specifically? That's interesting. They are just one part of a very, very, very complex system. I'll take your word for it. They all, as much as I know, is I watched that one anime about cells at work that one time. That's all I know. Cats, like the one sleeping on my goddamn foot. Oh no. It's not like a deathly allergy, is it? Is it okay? Is it like... What kind of reaction do you have to cats? Do you get like sniffly? Is it like a sniffly allergy? Or does your skin break out? Or both? That is an oddly personal question to ask. I'm sorry. If I bite into an apple, my gums swell up. If I eat a cherry, my tongue gets itchy for an hour. Ooh. That does sound dangerous if you have too many. It's not deathly, it's just irritating. I can see why that would be, but like it does bode not well. My immune system just hates me in general, like destroying my skin and thyroid gland. I have the thyroid. See, another reason I hate plants. And I don't particularly hate the nature. Rocks and water, though that's cool. But another reason I just absolutely like hate's a strong word. I understand. Hate is a strong word. But I loathe plants because I'm allergic to all of them. During spring, especially cedar, Japanese spring, I would much rather go through a Japanese summer than a Japanese spring. Because here in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna be dying. But, like, the thing is, like, usually most people are allergic to cedar and cedar only, right? So they only have to go through their allergies for about 3 weeks or so. I am allergic to the trees that bloom before cedar. I am allergic to the trees that bloom after the cedar trees. And I am also allergic to the grasses that start spreading their reproductive things in the air after the cedar. So I have allergies for 2.5 months because I'm allergic to all of the damn trees and all of the damn grasses. I hate Japanese spring. I hate plants. Because 2.5 months of allergies. I just can't breathe. My nose is constantly clogged. My throat is constantly itchy, and so are my eyes. It's hell. It's 2.5 months, and I go through this every damn year. Now, fortunately, when I first came to Japan, I didn't have these allergies, but then like around year 2 and 3 in Japan, I started to develop them again, and it was just miserable. Ever since my 2nd or 3rd year, for like the past 4 years, I've just been going through 2.5 months of hell. Yeah, 2.5 months of plant jizz. Yeah, it's 2.5 months of getting assaulted by plant jizz. I hate plants. I hate plants. Plants suck. Plants are disgusting. Leaves are hairy, and for some reason that bothers nobody else but me. Did you know leaves are hairy? I don't like that. Just the thought that leaves have hair on them is disgusting. Like why am I the only one that is bothered by this? Because like, you know what else hair grows out of? Skin. And it's basically like little patches of plant skin hanging off of branches, and they're hairy, and it's gross, and plants are weird. I hate plants. Plants are ew. Plants are gross. Plants are gross. Never give me flowers. If you must give me something ever, let it never be flowers. I hate plants. Plants are disgusting. Now the problem with like when I was like living with my mom is like I'm allergic to everything natural, and my mother was allergic to pretty much everything artificial. So like as much as I love my mama, but we can't live together. We literally just cannot live together because I'm allergic to all of the nature stuff that she loves, and she's allergic to all of the artificial stuff that like I like to keep my house clean with. And I love my mama, we can't live together. We can't be hair shaving leaves, so it's very I am hair shaving the leaves. I am hair shaving the leaves. Yeah. So I have my reasons for hating the plants, okay? And it's not just ew plants, it's ew plants, but with reasons. Oop, another corporate chill bag. Let's go! But what do you guys say we start wrapping this date up? Shall we go back? Shall we go back home? Rada. Alright, one more Wordle game for the road. And then we'll wrap it up. War crimes. 5 letters, Faded. Come on, man. 5 letters. Come on, you can do this. Oh! And a stretch for the road as well. And a stretch for the road as well. Yeah, I'm hair shaving the leaves. What if I bribed you with a box of sugar cookies? Bribed me to what? What are you trying to bribe me to do? Because you said sugar cookies and I'm already interested. Okay, got an A in there. Nice, nice. What are you trying to bribe me to do? Extending the date. Ooh. Ooh, I do kind of want the sugar cookies. But by the time we get back to the regular, I did want to, like, dig into some of the back-end things and explain how I set some of this stuff up and where I got the assets from. So once we get back, we can quote-unquote extend our date, and I kind of want to give you, like, a backstage tour of how all of this OBS setup works. Because I'm pretty proud of how I made everything work and function to kind of actually make it look like a visual novel. Unfortunately, I'm not sure why my mic peaks occasionally. I see it go into like the bright red occasionally. I don't know what that sounds like for you guys. I think it's just because I'm like leaning very, very close to it. How would I describe the date? Good conversation, lovely restraint, stellar shorts. At one point, she kind of called my grandma whore, so that wasn't it. Depends on how you look at it. I'm praising your grandma. Depends on how you look at it. I complimented your grandma for having the skill and experience. That's very valuable. We're still gonna be here for a little while, Fated, so maybe hold off on that. We'll still be... Well, damn, okay. I don't know why you hate Salmon's grandma that much, Rimu, damn. I was complimenting the lady. Acorn. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Oh! I know what this is. I'll give you a hint. This is one of Worf's favorite words. Bingo! Her back hurts and not from using too much leave her alone. I'm complimenting your grandma. Rimu isn't. Well, hi guys. Reunion. Yeah. Okay. But I hope you had fun on our little Valentine's Day date. For something that I threw together in like 4 hours, I think it turned out pretty good. I genuinely threw it together in 4 hours, like the OBS setup. I wanna kind of explain how I managed to do it as well. For the record, I would like to put on the record that I did not have a script. There was no script because I know you guys. I know you guys would try to derail any semblance of a script I had, and I also know that I would fall for it, and I would yap, and I would also derail any semblance of a script. So the solution to that was just not to write a script. So I knew we were gonna be yapping, and we were going to be going off on tangents, and we were going to be calling Salmon's grandma a whore, and I knew that we were gonna be talking about coming for bread. So the solution to that was to just not have a script. I just kind of... Hi, Sour! How much did you hear? Hi, Sour! That was good timing, bud. Oh, welcome in. Yeah, so we called some grandma's whores today. We jizzed over some cinnamon bread. We talked about hating plant jizz. We went to an aquarium. We talked about how penguins aren't actually penguins. It was a whole thing. It was a whole shtick. Yeah, so the solution was to just not have a script. Oh great, you ad-libbed the grandma whore allegations. Now I feel... You're welcome. What about the flan? Oh yeah, we got great flan recipes. I learned what flan was. We talked about Japanese food and their sins against parfaits. It was a whole thing. So yeah, so the solution to knowing that we're gonna go hella off script was to just not have a script. But I did set up a couple of good like scenarios. So so the roses, that was from the You Got Me a Gift poll, right? I I was kind of hoping you guys would go with the of course I did. And I'm like, nope, I got myself roses. I'm a strong, independent woman that don't need you to get me no damn plant roses. These are plastic, I swear to God. Long story short, Rita made a VN. Life is strange. Cornflakes don't belong in parfait. Salmon is a whore. Yeah, that's a pretty good summary, actually. So I want to give credit where credit is due. So today's rose bouquet asset is from Amorphia Motion. Alas, I did not save links, but I think I can find them very, very quickly. Let's see. Yeah, so Amorphia Motion, this is the person I got my bouquet asset from. Oh my god, it's clipped now. Oh god, it's clipped now. So credit where credit is due. So this is where the bouquet asset came from. And alright, so first let's talk. So yeah. Yay! Okay, we'll talk about the polls later. Wait, no, don't clip my grandma. It's a whole out war down there. It's a whole out war. But the way so the text box is just an image. It's just a PNG with my name baked into it. It's nothing special. But the captions that kind of look like my speech in visual novel form, I use the closed caption OBS plugin. And I did talk about this a little bit earlier. It's where it takes audio input from a singular audio source. In this case, it was my microphone, so that all of the sound effects wouldn't like also get recorded. And then it just real time translates them into captions. And then if you hook that source up to a text GDI input, you can put it into a text box and you can customize the font and the color and everything like that, and that's what makes it fun. Come on, man, not with your nan around. She doesn't spill a drop. The captions are great. Well, it's accessible, but the thing is, like, for the purple site viewers, if you hover over my stream window, in the menu, you can actually see a CC button, a closed caption button. So the closed caption OBS plugin will actually allow you to turn on like YouTube-styled captions on at the bottom as well, and it's done with the same plugin. The only difference is I'm actually baking it into the stream instead of giving it as an option for you guys to toggle on and off. So it's the same plugin. If you just Google like OBS closed caption plugin, you'll find it. You can install it. It's so easy to use. So if you want more accessibility for your own streams, if you want like, and the thing is like chatters have the option to toggle it on or off as they please, so they can just turn or captions on or off. And then I connected up to the GDI. And then the thing about the closed caption system is that like it only inputs one language at a time. So if I suddenly started talking по-русски, я какую-то что-нибудь там сказала, она бы написала простую чепуху. Она меня сейчас не понимает, потому что она сейчас записывает только английский язык, и я даже не знаю, что она сейчас будет печатать сейчас. So it only does one language at a time. So like it just absolutely stuttered. It had no idea what to do with my Russian there. So it only does one language at a time. It can do different languages. It just can only do one language at a time. So hold on. Does it have Russian? Does it have Russian? As Romanian? No, this language does not support native caption output to streams and recordings. Only open captions and transcript will occur. Alright. Ну давай попробуем. О, работает. Так что можно языки там поменять, но он будет делать только один язык в одно время. Так что, if I started speaking English right now, it wouldn't... Wait, it is? It's working? It's only kind of working. Yeah, so it does have multiple different language inputs. So let's turn it back to English. English United States. The not beta version. Yeah, the non-beta version. Yeah, it's a very cool plugin. I like it. It's a very cool plugin. It's not my favorite OBS plugin. I think my favorite OBS plugin is the Advanced Scene Switcher. And it basically allows you to automate a bunch of if statements for OBS. Like, if scene is this, perform this action. If blah is that, perform that action. I actually have it to where it presses hotkeys for me. So I don't even have to press hotkeys. Like, okay, so check this out. Yeah, there it is. All right, so this is my just chatting screen, right? I think I've seen that before, yeah. So this is my just chatting screen, and this is what I want my model to be for my chatting position. And I have a hotkey to automatically zoom me and put me in here. So when I switch screens to activity, the automatic scene switcher presses the hotkey and puts me into the activity position. So when I have my stinger on, hold on, let me put my stinger on. I don't have to do anything. I just have to switch scenes. And it presses the hotkey and puts me into the correct position. Automatically. I don't have to worry about a thing. I just have to set up the hotkeys, and then I have to tell OBS, please press the hotkeys when I perform this action, and then it'll do that for me. I leave that to StreamerBot. Now, I don't even need StreamerBot. I don't even need StreamerBot. Like, this makes StreamerBot completely obsolete. Now, the only hotkey I haven't set up is, like, the VN position, yeah. Yeah, so the text box I made myself. And then, so the backgrounds, all right? We can probably talk about the backgrounds. So, like, the street, the amusement park, the aquarium, and then the restaurant. Right now, they seem like they're free, but a couple of years ago, I actually bought a Visual Novel Maker DLC for like 60 USD. Biggest regret of my life. I have all of these assets, and now I can't use them because Visual Novel Maker just hasn't been updated in years. It's a shit show. It's on 𝕮𝖆𝖙 2.0. We're on 5.0 right now. It has no love whatsoever. But all of these backgrounds came as a part of that asset pack. So all of the date locations that we went on today, I didn't choose them because I'm like, oh, it would be cool if we went here. It was like, oh, what pictures do I have? What pictures do I have? I thought you used Ren'Py. I use Ren'Py now. But back in the day, I used Visual Novel Maker to make my original OCT entries. And when I tried to buy the DLC for that, I got all of these images for there as well. I use Ren'Py now, but back in the day, I used Visual Novel Maker. And then it's like, it was a great program. It was easy to use. And I would recommend it. If the devs updated it at any point, it's like a good decade out of date. It's honestly a shame that one, it's sponsored by Live2D Cubism, and two, the fact that it's still available on the Steam store. It's 10 years, it's out of date. You can't publish anything with it anymore. It's horrendously out of date. I'm gonna drag them through the mud because I think they deserve it. They haven't deserved to be upkept. They haven't upkept their promises. I'm not gonna upkeep their reputation. I find it incredibly disappointing that they are listed on the official Live2D game website. I don't think anyone's gonna come at me for it, but like, I feel incredibly disappointed in their performance. And then the last location is the beach. And the poll that I had for the beach was, do you prefer to swim in the sea or the pool? That was the poll that I had for this location. So the way I had it set up is like, it wasn't very scripted, but the 3 locations, the amusement park, the aquarium, and the beach. So no matter what you guys chose, you guys were gonna choose only 2 out of 3. There would always have been that one location that we didn't get to go to. And the beach is the one that you guys didn't particularly go to. So this is in the backstage preview now. So the beach was the last location. And we weren't gonna go like swimming in the beach because it's February and it's freaking cold, but like just walking across the beach at night, I think would have been pretty romantic. Oh, you guys prefer the pool? You guys prefer the pool? I would not have liked that answer. I am a seagull. I am an ocean. I love the ocean. I'm confused now. We have 3-1 split on 2 votes. Oh, that's because subs, VIPs, they're worth more. They're worth more. So if you are subbed, or if you have VIP, or if you have a mod status, you have more voting power. That's how. I don't remember how much voting power you have, but subs and moderators have more voting power. Ocean man, take me by the hand, Audio Jungle. But yeah, so, and then, what if I have both? I don't know. I think it gives you the highest percentage. I don't know. I let it do the math. I let it do the math. You have more voting power. But you're not a mod. You have VIP. It's subs or mods. I don't think VIP counts. But yeah, so, and I kind of forgot to do this, but during the polls, if you chose an answer that I liked, you guys got the correct answer animation, and if you guys chose an answer that I didn't like, you got the bad answer animation. This is democracy manifest. Heck yeah, we're playing by America's rules. Where does the music come from? In the top left-hand corner, you can thank Shimtone. I love Shimtone. If you go to a website called 𝕮𝖆𝖙 syndrome, hold on, let me link it for you. I use it for all of my visual novel and background music assets. I freaking love 𝕮𝖆𝖙 syndrome. It's a Japanese website, and you do kind of have to be careful because I don't think they vet for AI-created stuff all that well. But on 𝕮𝖆𝖙 syndrome, you have a bunch, like, it's all copyright free-to-use stuff. It's really convenient. If you can get your Google Translator to translate the website for you, you can get a lot of free music on there. And then Shimtone, the one that did all of the music, Shimtone did all of the music, all of their assets are up there. I used Shimtone's music in 𝕮𝖆𝖙. I used Shimtone's music in Soap, Sponges, and Slaughter. I love Shimtone's work. I'm damn sure that Shimtone doesn't use AI. I noticed the reactions, they were cool. Yeah, so the reactions are thanks to Misu Murasaki and their assets. I got these like 2 years ago. I don't remember. It was a while ago. Correct answer. I liked it. So those are Misu Murasaki assets. The music was by Shimtone. Let's see, who else? The last credit. The last credit was the parfait. The parfait I actually bought yesterday. The asset is by K Studio. So we're gonna give credit where credit is due. K Studio. On Booth. I know, 1,500 calories. I mean, that's pretty much what this parfait is. Are you saying you don't want another bite? Are you saying you don't want one? Say, ah! You Mr. Parfait, you did. Yeah, so the Live to D asset was by K Studio. They also do like some really amazing background assets. I love getting their stuff on booth. It's so well done. It's so well rendered. It's so pretty. And I do believe that's everyone. Yeah, so yeah, all Misu Murasaki. These are also Misu Murasaki assets. A little cloud, like, bad visual novel answer. So real quick, going back to the music, let's listen to all of the other tunes that they have. So the casino, that was Pyres, that's my usual. And then the street, I'll eat anything you ask me to. Don't say that. I might abuse my power. I may perhaps abuse my power. Don't say that. Yeah, eat this brick. Eat this brick. So that's the street. And then the amusement park. So I tried to pick songs that would kind of fit each location rather nicely. So instead of scripting, I'm just like, here's a location, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do when we get there. Kind of like a real date. So I didn't script anything that was gonna be said today. I just kind of set up a bunch of locations and visual novel scenarios. And then I'm just like, we'll yap about it when we get there. Then the aquarium. I thought the song fit the aquarium really well. And a little whimsical underwater. So big shout out to Shimtone. Shimtone is amazing. Love their library. The beach. And the restaurant. And then I actually, normally whenever I switch OBS scenes, I have the stinger going, right? But in order for this, I made fade effect. So it actually kind of looks like an actual visual novel transition. So for 4 hours of work, I don't think it turned out too bad. Oh, the polls! The polls! Go to the polls. Let me show you what the poll, how I made the polls. Doko? Hi. It's a website called poll.ma.pe. I don't know what that extension is. Poll.ma.pe. So instead of doing Twitch polls like a normal poll, unfortunately, poll.ma.p only works as a Twitch extension. It doesn't work on the YouTube extension. Fuck you, Faded. That sounds so real. You saw my eyes looking there and everything. Oh my god. I need to start charging you bits for that one. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a Twitch-only extension, but it allows you to, like, pre-plan polls. Because, like, on a Twitch poll, for example, you need to click Manage Poll, you need to create new poll, and then you need to manually type in the question, and then you need to manually type in the options, and then it takes forever, right? And then you need to do, like, additional votes, 1 minute or whatever, and then you start the poll, right? And it's a pain in the butt. The thing I like about this extension is that you can like pre-type out your polls. And you can type up the questions and the options, and then when you're ready to poll them, you can just throw them up and they'll go. So it's a browser source. It's a browser source. You can use it as a browser source, and it has a couple of different customization options as well. So I don't what do yes no IDK. Yeah, so that's the pain in the butt thing about, like, Twitch polls, is that, like, you can't pre-plan and launch them. You have to manually type them in each time. This one you can actually... So, like, do you like roller coasters? I can just click on it, go. I don't have to type, I like it wild, I prefer to take it slow, I'm here for the food, blah, 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 blah. I don't have to type that. I can just, like, I pre-typed it yesterday, and I can just launch it and have it go. It doesn't take any time. Yay! IDK won. Yippee. And then you can also check if you want to show like unique votes and how long the poll has been active or whatever, and then you can hide that as well. You can translate it into your own local language. There's a couple of different there's a shit ton of designs that you can choose from. And then in OBS, I put some color filters on it just so it would match my personal aesthetic. And it has like funky little animations on it, so that it looks more like visual novel, you know, designs. It looks more visual novel-esque. So I threw a couple of color filters on it to make it more purple and match everything. But like you can have a bunch of different things, a bunch of different designs. Yippee! So which one did I originally have? This one? Was it... Frick, which one did I have? This one? Yeah, it was this one. Okay. And then it animates everything, so like, you can add the poll for the time, you can finish poll, it can tell you who voted for what. It can tell you how heavy their votes are, you can sway how heavy, like you can make subscribers' votes be worth more, and you can finish the poll and then it'll make like a cute little animation for you, and then you can hide the poll from overlay so you can edit the settings in the background without changing scenes or anything. It's very nice, it's very convenient. Does it know my social security number? There you go. It might. Chat versus chat. Yeah, kind of. So I thought that using this extension would be more aesthetically matching for the visual novel-esqueness that I was going for, rather than actual, like, purple side polls. Does it know I'm wanted in 8 different countries? Yes, it does. We all do, Fated. We all do. Not a secret, okay? Not the best kept secret. Alright, so so Putin's social security number is 0997654321. Yippee! Correct answer! Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's nothing too complicated. I set this thing up in about 4 hours last night. I've been wanting to do like a visual novel-esque type stream for a while. Caught. Yeah, exposed. You're gonna have to file in for the government. I'm finished. I can't believe chat's gonna steal your identity. Someone got doxxed on my stream and it wasn't me. Holy moly. So yeah, it's not that complicated a setup. Would you guys want to do something like this again in the future, but maybe with like a little bit more setup, a little bit more script, a little bit more story? Because I knew we were gonna go on tangent and we were gonna go on hella yaps. So I didn't bother getting a script. I'm just like, we're gonna go on dates, we're gonna go on these locations, and then when we go there, here's a Wordle. I'm just like, here's a location, we'll figure out what we are gonna do when we get there. But like, in the future, maybe have like an actual story flow to it, and maybe a little bit more preparation time that goes into it. Like, maybe instead of like a date, we could go on like a fantasy adventure, and I can be like, I don't know, the villainess or whatever, and chat will have to like defeat me by choosing the correct choices or whatever. I think that could be pretty fun. So I have a yes, very cool gimmick. Yeah, so like, I figured if I'm gonna be like the visual novel person, might as well let you guys play a visual novel with me. Actually, that's not a bad idea, where I'm like the villainess, and you guys have to defeat me by answering the correct poll choices. That's a pretty good idea. Hold on, I gotta write that down. Putin is betraying us to the villainous instantly. Yeah, he's gonna sell you guys out, like, immediately. He's gonna sell you guys out immediately. Yeah, so, like, it's, so... The other thing that I could do is I could make things a little bit more complicated. Do you guys know Shindigs? Do you guys know who Shindigs is and what he does? Anything for my queen? I got the crown for it. He bows. Die? Sure. Okay. Okay. No, I'm not gonna ask you to do that. You're a little more useful than that. But do you guys know who Shindigs is, the streamer? He uses, like, a program called Sammy. S-A-M-M-I. I have a feeling I'm going to be used as a sacrifice. Well, don't tell me that! You have, like, no tact about it. Now that you've said it out loud, I gotta do it. It didn't work. Damn. Damn, you're lucky. You're a lucky bastard. You know that? So yeah, he uses a program called, like, Sammy, S-A-M-M-I. Zero hesitation, he'd sell my own grandma. Yeah, you're the one bringing your own grandma into this. It's not even our fault anymore. It's on you, buddy. But what Sammy does, it's basically just like a really advanced if-then statement maker. It listens to a bunch of things in the purple site. It has YouTube integration, but it can only really listen for supers. But, like, it can pull your username as a string. It can pull your Twitch ID number. It can analyze what you're typing in the chat, and it could turn that into commands. So I think with the TTS plugin, what Shindigs did is he actually had, like, a bunch of different characters on screen, and it basically took chat and made them speak in a visual novel. How I lost all my Riz earlier. You never had any to begin with, brother. Gamble half. You gotta do 50%. I can't believe he's lost 470 respect. Yeah, so it is a little bit more advanced, but, like, it is possible to where you guys are the visual novel characters and not me. It is possible to make it that way. It's just a matter of me finding the time to sit down and figuring out how to code it. It shouldn't be too hard. It's just a bunch of fancy if-then statements. If username number is blah, make them do blah. It's not that complicated. It's just time consuming to, like, set it up. But it is possible to where you guys would be, like, the visual novel characters. So it did seem like today was a success. You guys liked that. Yeah, we could do it again. I could make it a little bit more fancier next time. We could make it a little bit yatta. Okay. Wrong tool. Oh no! For the record, the red side people, they have no idea what's going on because all of the commands, they don't show up on the on-screen chat. So all of the red side people, they're gonna be hella confused about what the hell you guys are doing over here. We're sacrificing people and gaining and losing their respect, and the red side people can't see anything. I've been called a tool before, never the wrong one though. Alright, speaking of the red side people, I do believe that is all that I have for you today. Cat bag. Oh! Chot a minute. Alright, we're gonna stretch. We have nothing to save and we're gonna take a drink. Oh, more stretch. Is Brenty Boy here? Is Brenty Boy still here? Brenty Boy, are you still here? You have a critique your art redeem. Waiting. Brenty Boy, you still here, buddy? Yeah, you are. Alright, you want your art redeem done? Say, ah. Well, what are we critiquing? Alright, let's go back to our normal thing for that, because I have all of that set up. Well, what are we critiquing? The Wordle thing just tagged me in Discord, damn it. No, Faded, you don't understand the Discord ping. I was looking at Discord and I actually had a ping from Wordle. Like, damn it, you made me check, but like there was actually something there. Thank you for the biddies. Thank you for the 5 biddies. Alright, let's get you back into my arms. Admit you're pathetic and be back into my arms. You adorable little degenerate. You guys are cute. Like this is peak character design. This is my magnum opus. I'm never getting anything better than this. This is peak character design. It's so cute. Look at this thing. Look at this toxic methane-filled thing. That's you guys. I love it. You're so cute. So cute. Brenty boy, where are you? Where are you, buddy? So kickable, so puntable. I love it. I'm never designing a character better than this damn rat. This is it. This is magnum opus. I can just stop drawing right now. I can stop designing. It will never be better. The one I already sent you? Are you talking about the pastel-y one? Are you talking about the pastel-y one? Is that what we're looking at? Yeah, alright, let's take a look. Let me scooch and cover you guys up real quick so we can see. Alright, let's do this art critique. I'd say there's an 80% he's in bed tapping half blinded in his phone. Alright. Let's make it a little smaller so it can fit on the screen. Alright. Let's take a look. There we go. Alright. So for starters, like, I really love the color scheme, but like Pastel-y in general already started out with a really good color scheme in her VTuber model. The one thing that I'm like looking at immediately is kind of the anatomy. I don't know, like it doesn't seem like her waist is bending in a natural way to where her top half and her bottom half can be facing in those directions. Actually, let me take this to Clip Studio, and then I'll be able to draw and show you what I mean without, so that I don't have to like fumble over words. Let me open this up in Clip Studio. Save image. Alright. Yeah, so the one thing that like immediately it makes me confused, I guess, is the anatomy. Let's get a background in here so we know what we're looking at. Is I'm not quite sure how her waist is supposed to be bending, because in order to get her chest to be facing this way, and then her, like, I guess, lower area to be facing this way, the twist here would have to be pretty intense which doesn't like her lower half is like completely doing almost a 90-degree turn in order to get that way. The twist in her waist seems to be kind of too intense for her legs and arms to be as relaxed as they are. So like that's kind of like the first thing that I'm looking at here is the choice in pose. It looks the twist, it looks rather unnatural. The other thing I would have to say is that we're not quite sure where the focus is and what exactly are we supposed to be looking at, because she's looking like way over here. Like what's here? Because normally for character art we tend to look most at the character's face, and the character in some way or another is either looking back at the viewer or they are looking at something that the viewer is later supposed to also look at. So here, when we're looking at the character's face, we're like, okay, she's looking over here somewhere, I guess. I don't know. Like, when you do character art, their face will guide the viewer to where we need to be looking at. So their eyes and brows, don't forget the brows are also very expressive, are a big key into how you want the viewer's eye to travel over the canvas. So overall, you have really, really good shading and very, very good usage of color. The only thing that I would have probably for this piece is composition. Like the layout of the body, the layout of the face, the layout of the entire piece. Because we have a cape going almost all the way over to the edge here, and then we have this giant empty space here. I'm not sure if you're trying to put it into like a 16:9 ratio or whatever, but the overall composition and layout of where you wanted the character to be and where you want us to look at is a little bit confusing and maybe even a little bit misleading. But as far as actual technique goes, it's solid. You got the good shading, you got the good lighting, you got the good color. Let's put layered, new correction layered. Huge saturation. Drop the saturation down to 0. Your contrast is good. Your contrast is solid. You have like all these like dark areas here, which lead us back into the light face in here. So the overall shades, colors, very nice. I think the biggest thing is just kind of like how you are posing the body and anatomy and the composition onto the canvas could use a little bit more of improvement here. So the pros is from a Mercy Overwatch highlight, but slightly flipped. There might be more to add, but yeah, that's fair, yeah. Yeah, so like just the composition, like I'm not sure where she's looking at for this individual piece. Like maybe in the Mercy one, the Mercy is looking at like, I don't know, like a bird or something. There you go, there's a bird. I don't know, maybe Mercy is looking at something like a bird. But at the same time, like also like where on the page it's placed. Like maybe I just put her slightly more in the middle, so that way there's like an even amount of empty space on more side of her if you're trying to get her to fit into a 16:9. Yeah, so just kind of be aware of where you're putting what on the page. Composition, that's the one. Yeah, but solid colors, solid use of color this time around. Very nice. The solid use of contrast this time around. Very nice. I like the blue that you chose for the background. I like because it really does make the character stand out very well there. So the blue was a good choice in that regard. And there you have it. There's your art critique. How you feeling, bud? Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Alrighty. And with that, I do believe we've done everything in store for us today. Now, unless someone has any other yap topics. I could still yap. I could still go on for another 30 minutes of yap. And how we feeling? What do we want to yap about? Sacrifice? No! Haha, it failed. Flan stream? I'd have to go out and buy ingredients. Is flan something I can make at my computer desk? Like, legitimately? Like, I'm legitimately considering a flan making stream. Like, is it something I can make at my computer desk, or do I need, like, a kitchen setup to make it? Because I can't get my camera into my kitchen. It does sound sticky. It does sound very sticky. Congratulations on winning respect. Alright, with that, red side people, only flan. That's the orange side people. With that, the red side people, I do believe I must bid you adieu. Mwah. Happy Valentine's Day, and I hope you've enjoyed our date today. Bye-bye.